If you're recording product tutorials or doing live technical demonstrations while video conferencing, then EnSpire from BenQ is your new must-have tool. And it's free! With EnSpire, BenQ aims at delivering a better online communication experience. It has an automatic flip feature. It allows you to correct the perspective, take instant screenshots, annotate on the video, magnify, measure distances and angles. It also offers a great picture-in-picture effect, so you can share content from two cameras. Or you can have a split-screen function. It's available as a web application, but you can also download the desktop version. Just be informed that at this stage, the web application for Mac only supports certain features. Today I'm going to test the EnSpire app for web on PC. It's the most complete one, offering all features. So let's click on Launch EnSpire. And that's it! As a first thing, let's select the proper camera. At the top left, we go to Settings and then Change Main Source. I could use my good Sony mirrorless that is linked to my PC with the Camlink 4K from Elgato, and you'll find the link to all my gear in the description. Here I am, but actually EnSpire is useful, especially when you have a second camera and you want to show a product or a drawing. So let me switch to my overhead camera. I'm using my iPhone camera as a webcam with a software called Camo. You'll find the link in the description. So let's select Camo, and there we go. I haven't renewed my Camo license yet, so I'm using the free version of the application. That's why I'm on HD resolution and not the full HD one. But anyway, that's good enough for the sake of this demonstration. So what do I have here? I have an empty Lexmark toner cartridge and then some paper where I want to draw some notes. Let's start exploring EnSpire's features. And let's start from this left tab. The first option is Zoom. You can magnify up to 3.5 times. And here at the top right, you can see that I can navigate around the space. Second feature is Rotate. It's pretty self-explanatory. Then we have Vertical Flip, which in this case is quite useful because this writing here is upside down, and if I write something on my paper, well, you're also reading it upside down. So let's flip it. Well, actually now we're reading it right to left, but luckily we also have an horizontal flip. And there we go. You can also correct the perspective, but with the horizontal and vertical flip selected, then this feature is not available. Well, then let me reposition the camera so I can untick the vertical and horizontal flip options and show you the vertical correction again and the horizontal one. Let's reset it. The next option is Ruler. There is actually more than one option here. With the first one, we can measure distances and angles. So let's check how accurate that is. Well, it's definitely not in centimeters, and it's not inches either. Well, that actually is pretty clear, and as it says here, the mode must be used with a magnifying lens for reference. If I change the distance from the camera, obviously I can't expect the ruler to give me the right dimensions. But BenQ has a magnifying lens, and I'll talk about it later. Angles instead shouldn't be dependent on the distance from the camera lens, so the measurement here should be accurate. Then we have a second option, I believe, that measures the diameter of concentric circles. And then we have the goniometer to measure angles. For each of the ruler options, you can decide whether you want it to appear in white or black color. The ruler feature seems to be very useful in principle, and probably it works well with BenQ IdeaCam magnifying lens. More about it later. But I have to say that at least with this first release at this stage, it would be nice to have some pop-up instructions to understand how to use it properly and what are the limitations. One thing that I just found out is that you can share the camera, but you can also share a screen, a browser tab, a specific application, or an entire screen. So I've opened a PowerPoint presentation. So now instead of sharing the content of the camera, I can share the PowerPoint, and all the same features apply. Let's go back to the camera. Here at the bottom we see three modes for the camera. Portrait, when you're using it to portrait your face. High quality, to switch to the highest resolution. And demo, if you're using the camera to show documents or objects. Clicking on it doesn't seem to have any impact on the quality of the image. But maybe that's a feature that is built in only with BenQ IdeaCam. Again, it would be nice if BenQ could explain this a bit more clearly. And there is an annotation tool where you can draw on your video, change size and color, and all this live. You can erase, and then you can save the annotations on your image. Then here at the center you have 4 functions: the camera, then video, scanner, and QR scanner. Let's see what they do. So I'm on camera. If I click here, then I take a screenshot. Then we have video. So I'm still showing the camera, but if I click here, then I'm recording. So that's actually very useful if you want to record your tutorial at the same time as when you're video conferencing. Then there is scanner. It looks like you can take a screenshot of an arbitrary portion of the screen. Yes, that's useful. And then QR scanner. It works. I'm not sure about this option here. If I click on it, nothing happens. Again, it would be nice to have a pop-up explaining what this is. And then we have the microphone. This can be useful if you're recording a tutorial and you're using InSpire as a standalone product. But if you're using it in combination with a video conferencing platform, then probably you won't need it. The last very useful thing I want to show you is the second camera mode. Actually, there are 2 modes: picture-in-picture and split screen. If you're finding this video useful, please like and subscribe, so you will help me keep producing good content for you. Thank you. So say you want to show the product from 2 different angles. You can do picture-in-picture, and here you have to add a second camera source. So I've connected my webcam, and there it is. And you can swap the 2. It would be nice to have a button to automatically swap them. There we go. The other option is the split screen one. Same here. Let's select the source, again with a USB camera. I find this to be very, very useful. So say you want to show a detail of a product, then you can very easily do it from 2 sides. And the nice thing is that you have the same controls from both cameras. Let's say I want to zoom in here and freeze this one. Now this is frozen, but this is not. I can annotate on one, leaving the other one free. This is probably at this stage the most useful feature of InSpire. How can you use InSpire while you're video conferencing? Let me open a Zoom call. I'll turn on my camera on Zoom, and now to bring in the InSpire content, I have to do it through screen share. I can now work on it, annotate, and what I'm doing on the InSpire browser window is shared to Zoom through the screen share. It would be nice if InSpire could send its feed through a virtual camera, so that in Zoom I could take the InSpire content and broadcast it through my video, not having to screen share. But this is an improvement that maybe they will be working on. I think all in all, InSpire is a tool with great potential. The fact that it's free should make it a no-brainer for you to try it out, especially if you're doing product tutorials or you're doing technical drawing demonstration. There are a couple of aspects that BenQ should be working on, like making the description of the features a little bit clearer, make us understand how to use the ruler. But the zoom in, the perspective, the picture-in-picture, the split screen, the video recording, these are all very valuable features that are free. InSpire works with any webcam, but actually BenQ has designed it to work seamlessly with their new IdeaCam S1 Pro webcam. And they just sent it to me for review. So let's go unbox it and test it out in this next video.